media administration. And of course, we're here to cover a number of issues affecting national development. Honorable, thank you so much for coming through and celebrating Zambian youth under, the theme enhancing, youth leadership. So we are looking at cultivating a youth who will be able to lead. Just how would you describe the theme itself?
Good morning, Honorable, and good morning, our viewers. I would want to pick it from the statistics that we have in terms of the youths in this country. We have almost over 6 million people are actively participating in the well-being of this nation, and then also in our economy. 6 million out of 18 million, it's a big figure. So for us, this enhancing of leadership among the youths, it's timely, especially that we are going into an election, especially that this is an election period. This is a great opportunity for all those people who would want to contribute massively to the development of this nation and to enhance their leadership skill. And I think you have always had this adage, our traditional adage, where we say that imiticula empanga, meaning the small trees that grows everywhere, they are the future forest. Or should I say, they are going to constitute what we call the forest itself. So basically, for us as the Patriotic Front, we are urging all our youths across the should I say the political divide, or coming from any background that could be any religious background, Hindu, Muslim, or Catholic, Christian, should find themselves time to participate, especially that we are in this prime time when we demand the participation of not only voting but also standing into this leadership. So this comes also after immediately the women that we have been talking to and we have been encouraging to participate in our politics. So basically, this is where we stand as a Patriotic Front. We want all our youths to come to be very much aware about their critical position that they stand, and without them, the future will stand to be too gloomy. And tomorrow, there will be the same people who will be disgruntled to say that, look, the members of parliament, out of the 58, we have only maybe 2 youths. Out of the 158, we have only 5 youths. So basically, this is the time. And we have also this councillorship and then the chairmanship across the nation that they can also try to tap in, so that at the end of the day they prepare themselves to, they acquaint themselves, they prepare themselves for greater roles in society. Because without exposing themselves to greater responsibility of governance, then we are going to have a generation that we won't have leaders tomorrow. So basically, this is timely, and for us, this enhancement and making sure that the youths participate should start now and not tomorrow, so that they participate in the pending elections.
What is the position of the youths in the Patriotic Front?
The position of the youths has been very cardinal. For us as the Patriotic Front, I think from the founding president, Michael Chilufya-Sata, and the first team of the Central Committee, the way the Constitution has been drafted, and then also the way the structure has been drafted through the same Constitution I'm mentioning of the Patriotic Front, is that we have an equal representation of youths, an equal representation of the women, and the main body which we call for those who are elder. So you find that out of the 24 youths, we have 8. They are coming from the youths, those who are below 35, and then the women, 8 of them, they are also part of the committees. So if you look at ward level, we have 24 members of the party, and that has an equal opportunity to plug in from the youths themselves, and also the women, and then also the adults. You find that you could be 88. You move on to the constituency, we have 24 members. and you find that the youths they are there, the women they are there. It's all 8, 8, 8, 8. District is the same. The provincial officials it's the same. But it's only in the central committee where you find that it's open. But in the central committee, normally, where the concentration is on the regional representation. You find that each region will have 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. That comes to almost 100 representatives. So basically for us in the party, youth empowerment, participation, it's what makes the patriotic front. In fact, they are an example to others. And you know, the patriotic front, the way it came to be, it's a movement for marketeers, and you find that almost 80% of the people whom we classify as the marketeers, they are women. And then you look at the people, the bus drivers, you find that they are cropped from the youth section of our people. So basically, the Patriot Front as a movement, we have really balanced the participation of youth, and we have kept on opening the windows so that at the end of the day, this youthfulness of the movement does not stop. This is the reason why every election you see it's always very useful. It's always very useful. But this time around, we would want our youths to take a step further, and that is enhancing their skills, enhancing their youthfulness, enhancing their abilities when it comes to participating in the leadership of this nation.
Interesting. Obviously, somebody who is here to stand and perhaps talk about youth being at the bottom of the food chain. You only remember young people when it's time for election, when it's time for voting and campaigns. But when it comes to appointments, when it comes to privileges, and even when it comes to empowerment, little do you remember the young people. I don't know how you respond.
No, it's only that very few people have taken a very critical, is it they have developed that critical eye of looking at things. I will tell you, we have had the very young people who have joined the political stage at a very tender age. People like Vincent Mwale, almost 27 years. Today is around 40 years, but he has been in parliament for almost 15 years. If you subtract 40 from 15 years, you find that somewhere 25, immediately when he finished school, he looked at himself and how he can contribute to the leadership of this nation. So basically, there is need for the youth to have that deliberate strategic thinking of wanting to join politics, not to join politics as supporters, but to lead. So basically, if you look at the foundation of this nation, one Keke was a very young man when he joined politics. He started ruling this country when he was 40. And you know, he was the prime minister before he was the, is it 40, around 39 somewhere there. And prior to that, he was the minister of local government for about 4 years. So you calculate backward, getting backward, you find that Kaunda started participating even in the colonial government when he was somewhere at 34. Same with Kapwepwe. Big names like these scholars like the Manakatwes, they started participating into this youth movement. Very strategic, very young. So basically, it's just the way you look at it as at today. I will tell you, we have very young people like Kampiongo, who is a minister. If you calculate out of his 10 years that he has been there in parliament, you'll find that he was somewhere at 34. If you get others like this now was going to form his only political party, the Democratic Party, that is Harikara. Those were elected at the age of 33. So we have had a lot of youths who had taken advantage of the call from one Michael Chilufya-Sata to come and join the political party, which is the PF. So basically, we are asking the youths now to strategically position themselves, not to wait for somebody to say that I'm waiting for this one to lead, but for them, they should be the one to say we want to participate, to lead. take a good leaf of what is happening in France. Macron became president of France at 39. And the others, if you look at Barack Obama, around 44. So basically, it's up to us as youths, and then also we encourage those who are below 40 to start participating. Not tomorrow, but today. So basically, if you look at the political environment, it has always been very conducive for everyone. But you will find that those youths who have amassed a lot of wealth, or those who have a lot of education, doctors, we have a lot of doctors, plenty of doctors who attain such status maybe at 25, 29. These are the people who are supposed to start participating into these dynamics of politics. So basically, it's not here and there that the youths, they have been on the bottom of the ladder. But you look at it from the way the church has also been telling us, no, you are too young, you cannot go and participate in the politics, wait until when you maybe retire, that's when you can go and participate. But no, we are saying no to that. And for us as a Patriotic Front, we have always encouraged the youth development. And among them, it's this provincial chairperson on the Copper Belt, Kangombe, all those, they are 34, 33, 34, 35, somewhere there. So basically, it's how maybe just Lusaka itself has carried itself. They don't want to participate when they are still young. But otherwise, the political environment from independence, it has been a youthful political environment that caused for people to come. Because the first cabinet, the oldest was 42.
You are calling for young people to actively come on board and participate in an election. What chances do they have that the Patriotic Front is going to adopt them to stand on various positions? It could be councillorship, MPship, and other elective positions. And for most of these young people, they would come out today and tell you that we don't even know what steps we are supposed to take for us to be recognized so that we can stand on this. So some who I even know have preferred standing as independent.
Well, you know, look at this. We have a crop of youths who would want to be pushed instead of pushing things. So our appeal is, let them push things. Let them push these papers so that at the end of the day, they will be able to break the ice. Otherwise, if they continue waiting for the adult to come and control, is it to break the ice for them, that time will never come. You know, we are in a political environment which demands for people to jack up their efforts, to make sure that they know what they are doing. So ignorance is not a defense. And for those who opt to go into the independence, to stand as independent, it's unfortunate because, you know, we have always believed that through what the Republican Constitution encourages, that is partisan politics, through associating yourself with a club, you come out to understand and to cherish these norms of that particular club. And, you know, political parties, they also cause for maturity, because at the end of the day, it's the people's life that will be taken care of. It's the people of Zambia that will be taken care of. So there is need that we separate academics from the practical life. And to stand as an independent, if I was to tell you, you go on the Copper Belt, all those people have been saying that they stood as an independent. Yes, they won, but at the end of the day, how have they managed to represent the people? You find that it has been very dismal. As a result, again, they have been hiding in partisan politics of the Patriotic Front. So, but this time around, we are demanding and we are asking, can you start participating through these structures? Especially that people admire people like Michael Chilufya Sata, even the late Mwanawasa, Rupia Banda, mention them, even the current president. All of them, they have gone through the rough and tumble of the structures of these political parties. So going independence, going solo, it's not a solution at all. But it can just be there temporarily. But at the end of the day, this is a democracy. You need to work in a club arrangement. You need to work in a compromise, I may say so. So okay. Basically, for us, our word to everyone, our youths out there, Don't wait for somebody to come and break the ice. It's you to break the ice. So make the move first. Don't wait somebody to come and push you. It's you who's supposed to push.
So, Honorable, is that an assurance that you're giving to the young people?
100% assurance.
Okay, so if at all they start breaking that ice and start submitting papers, what are the chances that they will be recognized? Because this is a competition. It's like you get Kansanshi Dynamos, Blackpool Leopards. You get all these clubs, and you pit them in the same competition with Zesco, Zanaco, and Ghana, and all that. You don't expect the competition to be fair, because others, the level of experience is there. Other teams, they already have the elites and all that. So if a young person today submitted their papers to the party secretariat, what are the chances that the Patriotic Front is going to give them an opportunity, to stand and gauge their popularity?
Look at the crop of the councillor that we had in 2016. You'll be surprised that the youths that we had picked, they are now mature political leaders. A lot of them, they were somewhere 28, 29. Today, they are 30. Among them, it's the president's daughter, who was somewhere 32, 33, somewhere there. But today, because of having gone through, for the first time, she was a novice. These are, even the husband himself, they were all young youths that were deliberately exposed. So basically, when it comes to councillorship and then the MP level, everyone is welcome. There is, in fact, in our politics, we have always believed in this political adage or saying is it Goliath, the David versus Goliath. So they should think of them being the David. And you will find that you'll be the one who has made the Goliath to fall down. So we are telling everybody out there, can you go to the biblical time? It's still happening. So you can be that David, you can bring down these giants that you are talking about. The Zanakos you are talking about. Yes, the Wanderers that you are talking about. So basically, just like in any games, even today you will find that what used to be useless teams, today they are very difficult teams now to beat. You find Zambia was a giant against Malawi or Namibia, or we can mention them. These teams that we are underrated today, they are throwing us out. So basically, so it is even this game which we call politics. There is that opportunity, window of opportunity of being a David. You can bring that Goliath down.
Most of the young people who have joined the rest of the world and the country at large in commemorating Youth Day have got high ambitions, and some of the ambitions that they have is to lead. It could be at councillorship, at mayorship, or even at MPship as well. And the core coming from the Patriotic Front representative is that go through the channel, take your papers there, your chances are there to represent the party at that particular level. As I let go of you, Honorable, Youth Day is here, and of course we are looking at enhancing leadership skills in the young people. What word does the Patriotic Front have to the young people out there who are celebrating Youth Day, and those who have decided not to take part in Youth Day celebrations because they feel they do not have space?
Well, to start with, our word is that let's remember that we are in this COVID environment. Let's make sure that we protect ourselves as we celebrate this special event. And then, it's an information world. So basically, the only thing that we can cling to is let the youth feed themselves with the right information. Let them get to the right source of information, so that at the end of the day, they have the right data that they can help, them or enhance them to grow into responsible citizens. So as the Patriotic Front, we are waiting for them, and this is the right, it's the best time that we are celebrating this special event before we have fresh elections. So don't think of tomorrow. It's right now that you think about it. And coincidentally, we have also opened it up to the all general public to apply, to make application to these various roles, as you have mentioned, on councillorship, on mayoral, and the chairmanship, and then also the MP. So don't think of only participating at the presidential level, but you have to start small on that basic, and then is it on those smaller levels, you can build yourself to that higher ground.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Before I let go of you, just one question: has the debate over President Edgar Lungu's eligibility
Yes.
keeps on bouncing, and now it is here again.
Yes.
And now, I don't know, just as a party,
Mm.
how do you feel about that? How is the mood in the party when it comes to President Edgar Lungu's eligibility?
You know, it's very funny that we have kept on hearing Sangwa coming out, no, this, and then also KBF saying, talking about their petition. But our position has been very simple. There is a judgment on the same issue. And that judgment is in the Constitutional Court. So basically, this is information which is generally there. Let's develop that appetite of reading documents, judgments, so that we do not wait for Sangwa to come and tell us the position in which we are. Otherwise, what we are, we can just say that these two individuals, they are paid up UPND lawyers who are trying to create anarchy or to weaken the Patriot Front. But our resolve is very simple. We know that we are going with Edgar Chagwa-Lungu. He qualifies. And our advice to the same two lawyers is that if you have any problem with the judgment, follow the normal channel, go and debate the issue in the Constitutional Court. Because this is a judgment already, and we are very comfortable. For us, it's not here and there that we have any doubts. We know that everything has been explained, and we have technocrats who have come before, and I think even Tutu Ngurube was here. I think even our legal mind has been talking about this same issue for quite a long time. But otherwise, for us, you shouldn't be bothered. It's just political. They are politicking. They are trying to gain mileage. They are trying to create some stamina so that at the end of the day, the UPND can still say that they are essential UPND workers. So otherwise, it's not here and there. That for us as a Patriot, we are extremely comfortable, I can assure you, extremely comfortable, because we have the judgment in our hands. And this issue was disposed of from the Concord. So our advice, go and settle the interpretation, you know. It easily says that if you have any problem with the interpretation of any law, go to any court so that they will help you. In this case, go to the Constitutional Court so that they interpret these things for you. Otherwise, you'll be talking to people like me or accountants, and you'll be wasting our time. Otherwise, for us at the Patriot Front, we are very much ready. We are going with one Edgar Chagwa-Lungu, and let them come. Even when they come to petition, that it will be the same Concord that they are failing to take this same petition to. They are the same judges that they will find. No one will die, and God willing, they will be the same judges they will be able to meet that they have been insulting. It's unfortunate that the same people, the same two lawyers, have been heard even insulting the judges, the same constitutional judges. And these are the same people who were fighting the UPND when it comes to petitioning of the immediate past election in 2016. So we are not surprised. It's not here and there that there is a debate or what. Yes, it's a UPND sponsored debate, and they would want to sponsor it in such a way that it works to their advantage. Otherwise, we are very much comfortable, Honorable. Thank you.
All right, so the Patriotic Front says they're very much comfortable in going with President Edgar Lungu as the chosen candidate to represent the party for the 2021 general elections in August. The breakfast show continues.